here is with me Manoj Sharma from Cleartrip. He's the CTO at the company, and we're here to talk about the voice technology and the implementation and the application of the same, at Cleartrip. Hi Manoj, how's it going?
Good, Supriya, how are you?
Going good. So we'll just dive into the matter and we'll talk about how voice technology applications really work in the entire travel space, online travel space.
Yeah, so voice technology requires a little bit thought through about it, right? So it's a technology which is necessarily a little chatty in nature. Like people have to talk to each other to figure out, and how to make that experience available on an online platform needs to be thought through. So for example, in some cases where it is a monologue, you are in a hotel room and you say you're requesting laundry or a room service. That is mostly a monologue and works really well with voice technology, and it's actually happening already in many of the hotel franchises. On the other hand, a search and a book experience is necessarily requires a selection process, and hence in those scenarios it can work really well when we understand the consumers well, right? When we understand their preferences, when we can learn from using NLP, data science, machine learning capabilities to understand what customers' real intentions are, paired with our own understanding of the consumer. I think we can come out really powerful solutions for the same.
Right. So when you're talking about application of voice, does that just go into booking of online tickets at Cleartrip, or are there more applications of it?
There are several applications in the hospitality industry, like I talked about from a hotel experience point of view. Even at Cleartrip, we launched a search experience using voice on a major platform 2 years ago. Okay. We were one of the industry first, and over there we offered our consumers to search for cheapest flight for a source and destination, right? And even prior to that, as early as in 2014, we had launched a voice experience on our Android platform. Right? At that time, the technology was not mature enough from a voice point of view or from an NLP point of view. However, today the capabilities are really advancing very quickly.
So just for the viewers to understand the entire mechanism that goes into implementing voice technologies in a broader way, can you give me a few pointers on that?
It's actually fairly simple and yet slightly complex to understand the various parts of it. It's simple in the sense that we first need a architecture in place which supports an API kind of approach, right? Something that you can offer using the traditional online mechanism. Can you easily repurpose it for voice, right? That requires your platform to be designed in a certain way. Second part is you really want to pick a platform which can do your voice recognition capabilities, pair it with NLP, natural language processing kind of capabilities, so you can understand the intent of the consumers. And then finally, once you understand that, how can your systems process that information and deliver the results that the consumers are looking for? This is one element of that. Second element of all of this, and this is something that we have seen across the industry in all the places, is how well can we understand our consumers, which really goes to how much we are willing to harness the data that we have on our platform, the behavior that our consumers do, understand that, learn from that, and then while generalize it for everyone of the entire of the platform, yet offer specific solutions to our consumers, right? When you match both of these, then you really have all the bits and pieces of this technology to offer a powerful experience to our consumers.
Talking about trends, in terms of a global comparison, you've got customers in the West Asian region, and you also have expanded pretty recently in the entire Middle Eastern region as well. So when you're talking about adoption of these sort of technologies, how does it really compare the Indian market's acceptance in terms of to say the Middle Eastern region or the West Asian region?
Yes, so certainly there's a lot of innovation and advancements that have happened in the Western market, and I believe India has rapidly caught up to that. Middle East, and so for India, for example, over 55 to 60% of transactions for travel are online now. Middle East, this is for Saudi Arabian market and UAE, this is close to 25% and hence we feel that whatever we have learned in India in the last several years, the capabilities that we have matured, we can very quickly take it to our Middle East customers, right? And on the other hand, if you look at it just from a two market point of view, Middle East customers we have seen transact more on mobile, and and so the number of transactions happening on mobile is higher compared to India.
Okay.
We have also seen that in India the payment ecosystem has evolved. I referred to that earlier as well, and hence a large section of people have capability to transact online using variety of channels or methods for that. We feel that Middle East can benefit as well. While there's been a lot of changes in the Middle East, we feel Middle East can benefit as well as they open up their payment ecosystem and enable a number of other ways of transacting online. Right?
Yeah. So quickly to wrap it up, is there any trend of sort or any kind of forecast what kind of features that Cleartrip is also going to quickly happen in the next year? Like nothing India specific in the India 2020 pipeline.
A lot of things. What I said was a lot of things.
Okay.
A lot of things. What I said was our first approach right now is to see how can we take the same thing that we have done for Indian consumers, which we have seen consumers have liked a lot, to offer specifically to Middle East, and then in parallel do things similar to what I refer to like Fare Alert, Shortlist, or other features like Cleartrip for Work or FlexiFly kind of solutions for our Indian consumers as well. To Indian consumers, however, we would be building in a way that these are offered for all of our global consumers. That's one change that we will do. We will launch and build global products for all of our consumers.
So I would like to push, we'll wrap it up at a lot of things in that case.